Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Diana Eberlein. I'm the VP of Marketing at SōRSE Technology, your water-soluble emulsion technology provider. Thank you for attending our first annual SōRSE Summit exclusively for our partners. We decided to host a virtual event for a number of reasons. One, we've been busy. We have had a number of new technology advances and product offerings, including the product that we're announcing this Thursday. We've also grown, allowing us to offer more support and services to our partners. And the number one reason, we missed you guys. The best part about Expo West, BevNet Live, Supply Side West, was really seeing all the people you've been emailing and calling all year. 2020 made us all pivot in ways we never expected, but our responsibility as your strategic partner is to pivot with you every step of the way. So this week, various members of the SōRSE team will share strategies, industry insights, and technology advances so we can continue to grow together. So welcome to day one, a better partner. A couple things before we get started here. These presentations will be recorded and shared to all who have registered for the summit. We understand you have a business to run and may not be able to make all presentations over the course of the 3 days. We will also have 5-minute coffee and email breaks between sessions as well. There will be a Q&A session after each presentation. To be most efficient with time and make sure we cover everything, we ask that you submit your questions via the Q&A section on the right-hand side of the panel. We will try and address all the questions. Anything we don't get to address during the presentation will be answered directly via email following the summit. And last but not least, you will be receiving a summit swag box, complete with SōRSE swag, some infused CBD goodies, and a sample of our new product offering we'll be announcing on Thursday. And with that, welcoming you to the first annual SōRSE Summit is none other than our CEO, Howard Lee. With his guidance and forethought, the SōRSE family has tripled in size, adapted to market demands and regulation changes, gained new partners nationally as well as globally, and sealed a cannabinoid research agreement in the medical space. And there's much more to come. But with all Howard has achieved, I believe his biggest accomplishment is the team that he's put together at SōRSE. He challenges our team every day to be better, to create better products, to implement better processes, to be a better partner to each other as well as our clients, and to always think bigger and, of course, better. So here we are, 50 employees, over 45 brand partners with infused products on the market, and collectively nearly 200 years experience in food and beverage. And here we are, hosting our first annual SōRSE Summit. So with that, thank you again for joining us today.
Thanks for everyone joining us on live and video, as they say. I was told to smile a few minutes ago, so I better smile. Anyway, no, things are good. Thanks, Diana, again, for setting all of this up. And we're sorry that we can't do this in person. Many of you, we haven't actually met. Some of you, we've only done work digitally in the last 9 months or so. But it's just great for everyone to join us today and attend, as they say, virtually. And I'm sure all of you are tired of Zoom, but I can guarantee you this will be better than a normal Zoom meeting. So why bring us all together? It's been a long year, right? It's already October. I think the last time that I visit with the last customer was in March, the first week in March, and we haven't seen you guys. And as Diana said, we do miss you guys, seeing you guys in person. The good news is some of our team has been visiting some of our clients because we've been in production mode. But for most of the admin staff, including myself, we haven't imposed on you or anybody else to try to visit you in person. And we've just been seeing you guys virtually. So today and tomorrow and Thursday are 3 days where you guys get to see all of our team. And the interesting dynamic behind that is when many of you might have first met with us, or let's say a year ago, we had less than 15 people on the team. As at the beginning of the year, we had 19. As of today, we are just over 50 people. And if you can imagine that growth of the number of people, it always driven by the number of customers that have come on board and have asked us to extend ourselves in many different ways. And we'll talk about how different those ways are today. So as we evolve and work together, you might want to know that we actually have helped we have more than 50 customers today. We have more than 50 customers today, and more than 45 products have hit the shelves using our emulsion with you as customers. There's many more in development, but it's really exciting to see so many different products hit the shelves and with so many different successes. They represent anything from edibles to pet food to beverages, and even in tinctures and other products. And you can see many of them on our website. And if you want your product to be on our website, absolutely just tell us, and we'll be more than happy to help promote it. But the power of our products is really a testament to the power of our customers. And if you see the creativity that people are coming to us with their ideas, large and small companies, to just nascent businesses who have an idea that wanted to come to market, to large billion-dollar consumer product companies who are coming to us as well. There's just a breadth of delivery vehicles that we're actually involved in today, and all of that is going to be described and illustrated today with today, tomorrow, and Thursday as well. So you're innovators in CBD and in THC. And more important, I think the key concept we want to tell you guys is you guys are survivors. I was just on our deck here with Scott Riffler and Michael Flemons, our Chief Science Officer and our VP of Technology. And we were just talking about, in March, we were thinking when COVID hit, should we trench back? Should we not try to grow? Should we just kind of circle the wagons? And many of you as customers have basically said, screw that, let's keep moving forward. Literally, I think now, 6 months later, everyone, all of our customers and us are much stronger. Just to give you a sense of scale, we will have tripled our revenue in less than 9 months. We obviously have increased our staff by about 2.5 times. We've seen a production increase, and Tyler will talk about that, of over 400%. And the number of projects that we're currently working on is over 60. That's internal projects as well as external projects. I will tell you that we have many more customer projects than internal projects. And I won't take the research team's announcement. I won't pre-announce it, but there's some really exciting things we're going to announce this week, and you'll see that as well. But there's an enormous number of projects. All of that started during this COVID period, and it's just amazing how much we've grown, even through all the difficulties. And I have to thank my staff and everybody else in terms of going digital. We work mainly remotely. There are lab technicians and production people who come into the office. Just recently, I've asked the team to come back into the office. We've introduced a bunch of COVID protocols that keep, we hope, most of us, if all of us, safe, or as safe as possible. And I think it's really, really fascinating to watch people pivot and do well. The last thing I want to just explain to you about pivoting, and this is completely aside of our technology, but Diana, our VP of Marketing, has done an amazing pivot. We talked about meeting you, I think, at Supply Side West, or the last conference might have been BevNet. And we really do miss you in person and seeing you at all these conferences, but she's done a wonderful job literally pivoting. And for us to be in this great space, you can kind of sense that it's been an amazing transformation of our company. And I think Diana has probably had less sleep than I have in the last few months, because what we've done is gone from these, cadence of going to conferences and things like that. And in the last 6 months, she's hosted, I don't know how many webinars where many of you have attended, but we've had over 3,500 attendees attend our webinars, which is by far many more people than we ever thought. And over 200 of you have repeated multiple times, I think more than 3 or 4 times in these webinars. So we think they provide some great information. Today is a conference just for you. You'll see just a few, there's only less than 50 attendees, maybe that are registered, maybe 75 or so. So this is really just what I would call in the old school days user group meetings. I should be calling it a summit. But it is really just for our customers, and it is really just for you to be able to know what we're up to. We don't want to make all of what we do today public, but we are making it transparent to you. So what we're gonna focus on in the next 3 days, I'm looking at my notes here. So today we're gonna focus on just our partnership with you, hot industry topics. Tyler kicks off the first session with sharing information on SōRSE operations. Our VP of Technical Business Development is Michael Flemons. He'll discuss the elephants in the CBD room, the scalping, what's nano, all of these things that are very, very important topics for U.S. customers. And the keynote address today is Tempo CEO Ryan Crane. He's going to talk about developing products in this day and age. Tomorrow, we're going to focus on technology. Many of you have met Scott Riffler, our Chief Science Officer, and he'll kick off the day. Our Director of Research and Analytics, Donna Walmsley, will be discussing flavor trends in the food and beverage space. And I think most of you have not met Donna directly because she just started right during the COVID lockdown. And I think the first 3 weeks she worked in our company, she only met 4 of us. You'll meet Patrick Gray, who's the CEO of Pascal Biosciences, where we have a collaborative research agreement, and they'll be talking about breakthroughs in the medical space around CBD and THC. Mary Beth O'Connor runs that group who's our Vice President of Medical Research. And then the keynote address was presented by one of our board members, Mary Wagner, on the future of CBD in the food and bev industry. And Mary is not only our board member, but she was head of research and development for Starbucks, a senior vice president there, and she's been a wonderful help to us today. On day 3, we're going to focus on products and trends there, and it's going to be welcomed by John Keebler, who's our CRO. And then you'll see all sorts of presentations by product categories, and there'll be some, hopefully a surprise announcement or 2. That's great information for you guys. So we have a great 3 days. It won't be the fun part of getting together and talking about our families per se, although we'd love to know more about you and your families. Hopefully everyone's safe. And with that, I'm going to give you guys 3 minutes back to the conference. We're going to start at least a little bit quickly. I'll hand it back over to Diana. Thanks for coming. And we really cherish you guys as customers, and we really want to hear your feedback all throughout the next 3 days and in the future.